Hello there everyone, and I am going to do a review over Dumb and Dumber 2. So on Thursday, I got to watch the new Dumb and Dumber that came out. And it's a sequel to the first Dumb and Dumber. I know about 10 years ago there was kind of a spin-off or prequel, we might say, of Dumb and Dumber with different stars. And I believe a different director, but the same director from the original Dumb and Dumber came and directed this. Sorry about the lighting, because I have a light that went out. It's an automatic light, so it went out. But anyway, back to what I'm saying about Dumb and Dumber 2, the same directors, I should say, Peter and Bobby Farley, who directed the original Dumb and Dumber, came back to direct this movie. Okay. Pretty much the plot line is Harry finds out, played by Jeff Daniels, finds out that he may be the father of a daughter that he's never met. And later on, Jim Carrey, he falls in love with Jeff Daniels' daughter, alleged daughter, I should say. I won't give anything else away, but I just kind of wanted to warn you a little bit. There's question about it, but I'm going to let the viewers find out for themselves. But anyway, the story kind of follows a little bit like the first Dumb and Dumber. There's some different stuff, but at the same time it's just updated and kind of follows the same plot. And it's wilder than the first one, you know. As we all remember the first Dumb and Dumber, we thought that was wild, but wait until we see this one. But, you know, when the first Dumb and Dumber came out, I was an infant inside my mother's womb. You know, I was about to be born well, pretty close to when I was born was when the first Dumb and Dumber came out. You know. And, no, I think that's just wild. Like, I was almost born at the same time when Dumb and Dumber, the original Dumb and Dumber, came out, you know? And now, I got to experience the second Dumb and Dumber, you know? Now, I think it's just cool how the same original actors and directors come together to make this movie, this sequel, you know, because I believe it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of patience, and, you know, a lot of stuff to make a sequel. And, you know, there will never be another original Dumb and Dumber, but the sequel does a good job because, you know, you have to give credit to the actors and to the directors who did these series, you know. You know, for 20 years we've grew up with only one Dumb and Dumber. Well, technically two, but the true Dumb and Dumber, I should say, because, you know, like I have a little story behind the first Dumb and Dumber. My mom and dad watched it when it first came on HBO. I believe it was HBO. It was late one morning. Well, late up in the night, up in the morning hours. You know, my dad, he woke my mother up laughing so hard. And she was like, "What are you watching?" Then she got to laughing. And it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and my dad, he had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. You know, and there they are laughing at the first Dumb and Dumber. you know, and that's kind of an example of the impact that Dumb and Dumber has had on my family and me, and especially the whole world. I mean, Dumb and Dumber is one of those movies that you can't ignore. Like if you're walking down the street and you hear somebody say, "Oh, Dumb and Dumber this, Dumb and Dumber that," it's one of those movies everyone talks about. But anyway, back to the sequel, Dumb and Dumber 2. I believe everyone's going to be talking about this. You know, the things to expect is just expect Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels to be a little wilder in this movie, and expect some different stuff, but still in the same fashion, just wilder. Okay, that is my review, and I am out of here.